Starting from our closed guard, we want to start to break our opponent's posture down so we can clear their hands to the side, whatever that looks like. I'm just looking to make sure that as I clear, I am capturing his wrist either 2-on-1 or just one grip, but I'm looking to pull him in. As I pull him in and break his posture down, knees coming to the chest, making a grip over his forearm. This is a cross arm grip, clamping down on the tricep back here and then gluing my elbow to my ribs. I've now got his forearm pinned to my body. I'm going to make a collar tie to continue to break his posture down. Once I have my two grips established, I am safer to open my guard, just keeping my knees pinched as I work. Looking to slide my knees up, foot to the hip as I start to cut my angle. I'm going to close my guard around his shoulder first. Then I can continue looking for a grip under the armpit on this opposite side, underhooking the leg, continuing to change my angle. I'm rediscovering, slipping the hand over from that grip to the opposite arm. Leg comes through, and I can now collect to my arm bar. So a lot going on here. We are gathering the arm, breaking their posture down. Cross arm grip going to the tricep, pinning the elbow down to the ribs, keeping his forearm in place. I'm breaking his posture with my knees and this collar tie. Opening my grip, cutting my angle to the side from here. I can either keep this collar tie or continue to work across to the armpit. Looking for that armpit grip, keeping my guard closed. I'm underhooking the leg, changing the angle. My forearm slips over the head. I'm still controlling the arm, pulling both arms into me. Leg slips over. I can now control the wrist that I want to attack, finishing with a bridge. If I need two hands, I can go 2-on-1 there. So still starting from closed guard, you can find this pretty much anywhere that you have a Kimura grip. But for this one in particular, I usually attack with a shoulder crunch. So I'm going to sit up, pulling my knees into my chest, looking for my underhook coming up and over the shoulder. Other hand is going over top of his shoulder. Palm up on the hand in front of him, palm down on the hand in the underhook. Once I make this grip, I'm going to look to keep his arm bent. So I'm using my shoulder to kind of rotate and turn as I slide my grip down, keeping his arm bent here. But I don't want him to be able to straighten his arm out up to my wrist, up to my neck here, or he'll slip out. I'm keeping that bend, and I'm really enforcing with my grip, kind of rotating his elbow through here. Once I have this grip pretty well established, I can start to shrink my hips away. I'm creating space and taking it with me, looking to get onto my side so my leg can come up and over, finding the ribs. Once I find the ribs, I still have this gable grip here, keeping his elbow locked in. I'm going to flare my knee up and open to keep that rotation, collecting the wrist to find my arm bar, bridging into the hips for the finish. So a couple more steps there. But essentially, we are looking for our underhook to our shoulder crunch, keeping his elbow bent and finding that elbow with my grip. So moving from the shoulder to that elbow with that rotation. Cutting my angle to the side, so I'll go feet to the hips, kicking this bottom leg up and over, all the way around the shoulder. Once I get here, I can kind of belly into it, but I'm going to open my knees to keep that rotation, collecting the wrist for my finish. Questions there?
You're pulling around so that the top of your foot in the ribs?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the top of my foot and my shin. A lot of times you'll see people extend that under the legs, but actually if you flare the knee open, it will keep them rotated. If you extend too far, it will undo the rotation that you put into their elbow. All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2.